Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York. New York Times World News.
September 11th, 5:20 America, New York. Ukraine begins shutdown of Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. External power has been restored to the plant, allowing engineers to move its reactors into a safer state, Ukraine's nuclear regulator said. The Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant during the visit of the International Atomic Energy Agency expert mission this month.
New York Times World News.
September 11th, 5:13 America, New York. Queen Elizabeth's coffin is moved from Balmoral Castle, beginning its procession. The Queen's coffin will be moved to Edinburgh, where it will stay until it is flown to London on Tuesday.
The Washington Times Stories. Advocacy.
September 11th, 5:03 America, New York. Live updates. Queen's coffin leaves Balmoral Castle. A hearse carrying the late Queen Elizabeth II's oak coffin has left her beloved Balmoral Castle.
Fox World News.
September 11th, 3:53 America, New York. Canada's Conservatives select populist Pierre Poilievre to lead effort to oust PM Justin Trudeau. Pierre Poilievre was selected on Saturday to lead Canada's Conservative Party and its bid to oust Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and the country's Liberals. Mirror World News.
September 11th, 3 o'clock America, New York. Heroic dogs who searched for life among the rubble in the 9/11 terror attacks. Today marks the 21st anniversary of the harrowing September 11th terror attacks, when almost 3,000 people lost their lives and more than 25,000 others were injured. https://globalnews.ca/feed/.
September 10th, 2354 America, New York. BC Liberal Eleanor Sturcoe wins Surrey South by-election. Former Surrey RCMP spokesperson Eleanor Sturcoe has won the riding with XX% of the vote. Eleanor Sturcoe.
https://globalnews.ca/feed/.
September 10th, 2213 America, New York. London Knights down Sting in preseason shootout. The London Knights wrapped up a home-and-home with the Sarnia Sting on Saturday night in Sarnia, Ont. IMG_2485.
Wall Street Journal World News.
September 10th, 2043 America, New York. Canada's Conservatives pick Freedom Convoy sympathizer as leader. The Conservative Party picked as its new leader a politician who backed the paralyzing protests earlier this year against pandemic restrictions and vaccine mandates, hoping his populist appeal with disaffected voters will be enough to unseat Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Washington Post World.
September 10th, 2042 America, New York. Canada's Conservative Party elects populist as new leader. Canada's opposition Conservative Party has elected its go-to attack dog as its new party leader.
BBC News World.
September 10th, 1927 America, New York. I want to see the rainbow flag raised in Iran. One of two lesbians sentenced to death in Iran had spoken to the BBC about her hopes for the future.
BBC News World.
September 10th, 1924 America, New York. Liz Truss and Joe Biden. The big issue that could derail UK-US relations. Expect unity on Ukraine and China, but there's one worrying point of tension between the UK and US.
RT World News.
September 10th, 1849 America, New York. 160 arrested in U.S. human trafficking sting. A Disney employee, a cop, a prison guard, and 2 teachers were among those nabbed. Polk County Sheriff's Office and other authorities in the U.S. state of Florida have rounded up 160 people in a week-long human trafficking sting operation dubbed Fall Haul 2, County Sheriff Grady Judd announced on Friday in a press conference.
Fox World News.
September 10th, 1844 America, New York. Liberals blast colonialism after Queen Elizabeth's death, murder, exploitation, theft. Several verified Twitter users reacted to news of Queen Elizabeth by condemning her 70-year tenure on the throne and blaming colonialism for various atrocities in history.
New York Times World News.
September 10th, 1842 America, New York. Ukrainian offensive seen as reshaping the war's contours. The fall of the strategically important city of Izium, in Ukraine's east, is the most devastating blow to Russia since its humiliating retreat from Kyiv. A Ukrainian fighter stands on the top of a tank in Kharkiv, in northeastern Ukraine, on Friday.
Washington Post World.
September 10, 1831 America New York, Q&A. Tyler Perry on directing his first script, 26 years later. Tyler Perry has directed his first screenplay, 26 years after writing it.
The Washington Times Stories. Advocacy.
September 10, 1823 America New York, tech company's outage leaves fans unable to download tickets. A technology company that handles ticketing for many of the biggest college football programs encountered a problem Saturday that left fans across the country unable to download digital tickets onto their smartphones for several hours.